What if I told you that the fifth dimension is not a far-off mystical realm reserved for sages or enlightened masters, but a reality that is already present within you? You, sitting here, watching this video, yes, you are standing at the threshold of something extraordinary. The fifth dimension is not a place you travel to, it's a state of being, a shift in perception so profound that it changes the way you experience everything. The question you have to ask yourself is this: are you ready to see the world differently? Are you truly ready to let go of the limits you've placed on your reality? Let's start with the basics. In our daily lives, we operate primarily in 3 dimensions. We understand height, width, and depth. We move forward and backward, up and down. And then there's the 4th dimension, time. Time governs everything we do. It's the ticking clock that keeps us running from place to place, goal to goal, always chasing something. But here's the thing: what if time itself is just another construct? What if beyond the 4th dimension lies an entirely new way of experiencing existence, where we are no longer bound by linearity, no longer shackled by cause and effect? That's the 5th dimension. It's the space where the infinite becomes tangible, where possibilities collapse into a single, timeless now.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons.
The first step to accessing this dimension instantly is deceptively simple: awareness. But not the kind of awareness you're used to. I'm talking about a radical, unfiltered awareness of the present moment. Here's a practical exercise. Wherever you are right now, close your eyes and take a deep breath. Feel the air entering your lungs, the way your chest expands, the subtle hum of life coursing through your body. Now, ask yourself this: who is breathing? Not your name, not your personality, not the you that you think you are, but the deeper essence that animates you. Can you feel it? That's the first key to the 5th dimension, realizing that the you observing your breath is infinite, timeless, and unbound. But awareness alone isn't enough. To truly access the 5th dimension, you must let go of the barriers that keep you trapped in the lower dimensions. These barriers are subtle but powerful. They are your beliefs, your fears, your attachments. I think about it. How much of your life is spent clinging to things: your identity, your opinions, your relationships, your possessions? What if you could release all of it, even just for a moment? What would remain? That's where the shortcut lies. The 5th dimension doesn't require you to gain anything. It requires you to lose everything that isn't real. Here's something practical you can do right now. Pick one thing you're deeply attached to. Maybe it's a belief about who you are, or a fear that's been holding you back. Now imagine letting it go completely. Not suppressing it, not ignoring it, but truly releasing it. Imagine it dissolving like mist in the morning sun. What do you feel? Is there a sense of lightness or freedom? That's a glimpse of the 5th dimension. It's not somewhere out there, it's right here, in the space you create when you let go. But here's the paradox: the moment you try to force your way into the 5th dimension, you miss it entirely. Why? Because the very act of trying implies separation. It implies that you are here, and the 5th dimension is somewhere else. But the truth is, there is no separation. The 5th dimension is already here. It's like the radio waves that are passing through your body right now. You can't see them, you can't hear them until you tune in. Accessing the 5th dimension is about tuning your awareness to a higher frequency, one that's already present but hidden by the noise of your mind. Let me ask you something. What if the greatest limitation in your life is the belief that you're limited? I think about that for a moment. What if every obstacle, every challenge, every fear you've ever faced is just a projection of your own mind? And what if, by shifting your perception, you could dissolve those limitations instantly? This is not just a spiritual idea, it's a practical truth. Science is beginning to catch up with what mystics have known for centuries. Reality is not fixed. It's fluid, malleable, shaped by your consciousness. When you access the fifth dimension, you step into the driver's seat of your reality. You're no longer a passive observer, you become a creator. But there's a catch. The fifth dimension demands something from you. It demands total honesty. You can't hide from yourself in this space. Every fear, every insecurity, every shadow you've buried will come to the surface. Why? Because the fifth dimension is a space of pure authenticity. You can't bring your masks here. And that's why so few people access it, even though it's always available. Most of us are terrified of facing ourselves. But here's the truth. The things you fear most about yourself are the very things that will set you free. The fifth dimension doesn't judge you. It doesn't care if you're good or bad. It only asks one thing. Are you willing to be real? So here's your next step. Spend the next 24 hours observing yourself. Not judging, not analyzing, just observing. Watch your thoughts, your emotions, your reactions. Notice the patterns. Notice the stories you tell yourself about who you are and what the world is. And then ask yourself, are these stories true? Or are they just illusions I've created to feel safe? This is the work. It's not glamorous, it's not flashy, but it's the doorway to the fifth dimension. The fifth dimension is not a destination, it's a choice. It's a choice to see beyond the surface, to let go of everything that isn't real, and to step into a reality where anything is possible. And the best part, you don't have to wait. You don't have to meditate for hours or climb a mountain or seek out a guru. You can access it right now, in this very moment, simply by being fully present and fully honest with yourself. Let's go deeper. By now you've begun to understand that the fifth dimension isn't something you reach with effort, it's something you uncover by peeling back the layers of illusion that bind you to the lower dimensions. But there's an even greater secret hidden here, one that will completely shift your understanding of reality. Time itself is an illusion. I don't just mean this as a theory or a concept. I mean it literally. Time, as you experience it, is a construct of your mind, a structure your consciousness has agreed to play within. And to access the fifth dimension, you must transcend it. Think about your relationship with time. How much of your life is spent dwelling on the past or worrying about the future? How often do you replay old memories, clinging to moments of joy or pain? How often do you project yourself into a future that doesn't yet exist, imagining scenarios that fill you with hope or dread? Now ask yourself this: where is the past? Where is the future? Can you find them anywhere but in your mind? The only thing that exists is the eternal now, this moment, right here, right now. And the fifth dimension is accessed through this infinite now. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. In the fifth dimension, the concept of linear time collapses completely. Past, present, and future exist simultaneously, like pages in a book. You are not moving through time, time is moving through you. Imagine holding a book in your hands. You can flip to any page, any moment, and experience it fully. That's what it's like in the fifth dimension. You are no longer bound by the illusion of cause and effect. You can choose to step into any reality, any possibility, simply by shifting your awareness. Now, you might be wondering, how do I step into this timeless state? How do I break free from the grip of the past and the pull of the future? The answer is deceptively simple: presence. But not the kind of presence you practice casually, like being present while scrolling on your phone or half listening to a conversation. I'm talking about radical, total, uncompromising presence. To access the fifth dimension, you must bring your full awareness to this moment, to the space between your thoughts, where time ceases to exist. Here's a practical exercise to help you experience this. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. As you exhale, feel yourself sinking into the present moment. Now, begin to notice the space between your thoughts. Don't try to stop your thoughts or control them, just observe. Notice how one thought arises, then dissolves, leaving a gap before the next thought appears. Focus on that gap. That space is the doorway to the fifth dimension. It's the place where time disappears, where you can step into the infinite now. Practice this for just a few minutes each day, and you'll begin to notice something extraordinary. The more you focus on the present moment, the more expansive it becomes. Time slows down, your awareness deepens, and suddenly you're no longer bound by the limitations of the third and fourth dimensions. But here's the paradox. The more present you become, the more you realize that the fifth dimension isn't separate from the third or fourth dimensions. It's not a different place or a higher realm. It's a deeper layer of reality that has been here all along. Imagine peeling back the layers of an onion. The outer layers are the physical and temporal dimensions, the world of form and time. But as you peel back those layers, you reach the core, the essence. That core is the fifth dimension, pure presence, pure potential, pure being. Now, let's talk about something truly mind-blowing, creation. In the fifth dimension, you are not a passive observer of reality, you are a creator. Every thought, every intention, every vibration you emit shapes the fabric of your experience. This is not magic or wishful thinking, it's the natural law of the universe. In the third dimension, creation is slow and linear. You plant a seed, and it takes time to grow. But in the fifth dimension, creation is instantaneous. The moment you align your consciousness with a specific reality, that reality manifests. Why? Because in the fifth dimension, there is no separation between thought and form. Everything exists as a unified field of energy and potential. So let me ask you this: what are you creating right now? Whether you realize it or not, you are constantly shaping your reality through your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. Are you creating a world of love, abundance, and joy? Or are you creating a world of fear, lack, and struggle? This is one of the most profound lessons of the fifth dimension. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the architect of your experience. And the key to creating the reality you desire is to align your vibration with it. Here's how you can start. Take a moment to imagine the reality you want to experience. Not just in vague terms, but in vivid, specific detail. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Who are you in that reality? Now, instead of waiting for that reality to manifest in the future, begin to embody it right now. Feel the emotions of that reality as if it already exists. Act as if you are already living it. This is not about pretending or faking, it's about aligning your vibration with the frequency of your desired reality. And as you do this, you'll notice something remarkable. The outer world begins to shift to match your inner state. This is the power of the fifth dimension. It's not about chasing your dreams, it's about becoming them. But there's one more thing you need to understand. The fifth dimension is not about escaping the lower dimensions. It's not about transcending the physical world or rejecting the material plane. It's about integrating all aspects of your being, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, into a harmonious whole. The fifth dimension is not somewhere you go to avoid your problems. It's a space where you face them with courage and clarity. It's a space where you realize that every challenge, every obstacle, every piece of pain you've experienced is not something to be feared or resisted, but something to be embraced as a stepping stone to your growth. So here's your next challenge. Spend the next 24 hours practicing radical presence. Whenever you catch yourself dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, gently bring your awareness back to the present moment. And when you encounter challenges or triggers, instead of reacting, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what is this moment teaching me? The more you do this, the more you'll begin to notice the subtle but profound shift in your awareness. The fifth dimension will no longer feel like a distant goal, it will become your natural state of being. Now that we've explored the fundamental truths of the fifth dimension, the timeless present, the infinite potential, and your role as a creator, let's talk about what it truly means to live in this state. Because accessing the fifth dimension is not a fleeting experience or a one-time glimpse into something greater. It's a way of being, a way of living in harmony with the universe while fully embracing your power as a co-creator of reality. Here's the first truth you need to accept. You are already in the fifth dimension. The idea that you need to reach it or earn it is yet another illusion of the lower dimensions. This is a reality that exists alongside the one you're perceiving right now. It's simply a matter of tuning your awareness to it. I think of it as shifting from one radio station to another. The signal is always there, but you have to adjust your frequency to hear it clearly. But here's the challenge. Living in the fifth dimension requires you to embody the truth that everything is connected. Every action you take, every thought you think, every word you speak, these are not isolated events. They ripple out into the field of reality, touching everything and everyone. This interconnectedness means that you are not separate from the people, experiences, or even the challenges in your life. You are part of a vast, unified tapestry, and every thread you weave contributes to the whole. So the question is, what are you weaving into the fabric of existence? To live as a creator in the fifth dimension, you must cultivate three essential qualities: awareness, intention, and surrender. Let's break each of these down. Awareness is the foundation of everything. Without it, you cannot consciously create. In the third dimension, we often operate on autopilot, reacting to the world around us without questioning why. But in the fifth dimension, every moment becomes an opportunity to observe and choose. When you wake up each morning, instead of rushing into your day, take a moment to center yourself. Ask, what energy do I want to bring into this day? What kind of reality do I want to create? This simple act of mindful awareness can transform even the most mundane moments into gateways to higher consciousness. But awareness alone is not enough. You must pair it with intention. Intention is the creative force that shapes your reality. It's like planting seeds in the fertile soil of the fifth dimension. Whatever you focus your energy on, whatever you truly believe and feel will grow. But here's the key. Your intention must be aligned with your highest truth. This means letting go of desires rooted in fear, ego, or lack. Instead, focus on intentions that uplift, expand, and align with the interconnected nature of all things. When your intentions come from a place of love and authenticity, the universe responds with effortless synchronicity. Take a moment now to reflect. What are my true intentions? Beyond the surface level desires, what do I deeply want to create in this life? Maybe it's peace. Maybe it's freedom. Maybe it's the realization of your infinite nature. Whatever it is, hold that intention clearly in your heart and trust that the universe is already aligning to support you. But remember, for your intentions to manifest, you must embody them. You can't just wish for peace, you must be peace. You can't just hope for love, you must radiate love. Now, let's talk about integration. Living in the fifth dimension doesn't mean you abandon the physical world or escape from your responsibilities. It means bringing the higher vibration of the fifth dimension into every aspect of your life. It means showing up fully whether you're meditating in silence or stuck in traffic. It means seeing the divine in everything and everyone, even in the moments that challenge you. Because here's the ultimate truth: the fifth dimension is not separate from the third or fourth dimensions. It's all one continuum. The physical and spiritual are not opposites, they are two sides of the same coin. When you live in the fifth dimension, you embody this unity, bridging the gap between heaven and earth. So, how do you know you're living in the fifth dimension? It's not about seeing mystical visions or experiencing supernatural phenomena, although those things can happen. It's about the subtle but profound shift in how you experience life. You'll notice that your thoughts and emotions become lighter, freer. Synchronicities will begin to appear, guiding you effortlessly toward your highest path. Challenges will no longer feel like obstacles but invitations to grow. And most importantly, you'll feel an unshakable sense of peace, knowing that you are exactly where you're meant to be. Let me leave you with one final question. If you knew that you were the creator of your reality, if you knew that the universe was supporting you unconditionally, what kind of world would you create? The answer to that question is the key to living in the fifth dimension. It's not about escaping this world, it's about transforming it, one thought, one intention, one moment at a time. You are already there. All that's left is to remember. So here we are, at the final step, the moment where everything begins to crystallize. You've come to understand that the fifth dimension isn't some far-off mystical realm. It's not something you travel to. It's a state of being, a frequency of awareness, a lens through which you see and experience the infinite nature of reality. But there's one last step, one final truth that ties everything together. You are not just accessing the fifth dimension, you are the fifth dimension. What does this mean? It means that the fifth dimension is not something outside of you. It's not a place you visit or a fleeting experience you have during meditation. It's who you are at your core. It's the part of you that is timeless, formless, and infinite. It's the awareness behind your thoughts, the stillness beneath your emotions, the essence that remains when everything else fades away. Living in the fifth dimension is simply a matter of remembering your true nature and embodying it fully in your daily life. But let's take this deeper. If the fifth dimension is infinite potential, then every moment contains the entire universe. Right now, as you're watching this, you are standing at the center of infinity. Every choice, every thought, every intention you hold is shaping the reality around you. You are a creator, yes, but more than that, you are also the creation. There is no separation. The universe is not something out there. It's you. It's always been you. So how do you embody this truth? How do you live as the infinite in a finite world? The answer lies in a single word: integration. It's not enough to glimpse the fifth dimension during a moment of meditation or a profound experience. To truly live in the fifth dimension, you must integrate it into every aspect of your life. You must bring the infinite into the mundane, the sacred into the ordinary. Because here's the secret: there is no separation between the two. The divine is present in every moment, in every breath, in every experience, if only you have the eyes to see it. Living in the fifth dimension doesn't mean escaping the challenges of life, it means transforming your relationship with them. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to deepen your awareness. Every interaction becomes a reflection of the divine. Every moment becomes a doorway into the infinite. And as you embody this truth, you'll notice that your life begins to flow with effortless grace. Synchronicities will become a daily occurrence. Solutions will arise before problems even fully form, and you'll feel an unshakable sense of peace, knowing that you are exactly where you're meant to be. But here's the most profound truth of all. The journey doesn't end here. The fifth dimension is not a final destination, it's simply the beginning of an endless unfolding. Beyond the fifth dimension lies even greater levels of awareness, greater depths of connection, greater expanses of being. The universe is infinite, and so are you. The more you embody the fifth dimension, the more you'll realize that there is no end to the journey, only an ever-deepening spiral into the mystery of existence. So, the final question I'll leave you with is this. What would your life look like if you fully embraced your infinite nature? What would you create? Who would you become if you knew that you were the universe itself, expressing itself in human form? The answer to that question is not something I can give you. It's something only you can discover moment by moment as you step into the truth of who you are. You are the infinite, you are the creator, and you are already home.